The fact is, America is respected again. It's been a long time. But as we keep on winning, Washington Democrats keep on losing their minds. They're crazy. That's why millions of registered Democrat voters are leaving their party to join our movement. They're joining our great Republican Party. Now, I can't tell you what's happening tomorrow because, you have some pretty strange election laws here, right? Remember last time we won the primary tremendously? We should have won the election, but they had buses being shipped up from Massachusetts, hundreds and hundreds of buses. And it was very, very close, even though they did. But this year, we have a great governor, Governor Sununu, great governor, Chris. And now you get prosecuted if you do what they did. So it should be a lot different. But we have done great. This has been an incredible state for us. It's a state where the people are great, just great people. And we hear that there could be, because you have crossovers in primaries, don't you? So I hear a lot of Republicans tomorrow will vote for the weakest candidate possible of the Democrats. Does that make sense? You people wouldn't do that. My only problem is I'm trying to figure out who is their weakest candidate. I think they're all weak, one another. We proudly welcome and embrace voters of all parties and political persuasions who want to join our mission, a very simple mission. Remember, make America great again. And then after we make it great again, which we already have, we've had 141 days where the stock markets have reached their all-time historical high, 141. Think of that. Out of 3 years, 104, and to me, I view it differently. Well, I look at your 401ks. I mean, who is doing well with their 401k? Up 90%, up 104%. Is there anybody doing badly with the 401k? I'd like to not talk to that person. Does anybody have a 401k where they're doing badly, please? No, don't put up your hand. I don't believe it. No, the 401ks, they're up 90%, 95%. I always tell the story. People come up to me, they say, I want to thank you. My wife thinks I'm a total loser, sir. She thinks I am the worst person with money, with financial. She thinks I'm just horrible in the last 3 years. I'm up 94%, sir. She thinks I'm a total genius when it comes to finance. She loves me again. She didn't love me before, sir. She loves me again. That tells you something about money, doesn't it? That's tough. The first step to victory in November is tomorrow. Go send a message that Republicans, and you can vote for the weakest candidate if you want, don't worry about it. I don't really think we actually have a candidate against us. That Republicans are energized, that we're united, and that 9 months from now, we are going to take back the House of Representatives, we are going to hold the Senate, and we are going to keep the White House. You know, they always talk about the Democrats, they have enthusiasm, right? We have so much more enthusiasm than that's not even close. They're all fighting each other. They're all going after each other. You got them all over the place. They don't know what the hell they're doing. They don't know what they're doing. They can't even count their votes. We're thrilled to be joined tonight by many great leaders from across this state and this country, great national leaders. I want to thank our tremendous Vice President, Mike Pence, who spoke earlier this evening. And also with us are warrior senators, the two people, they wanted to be here. They're going to be here tomorrow. They're going to be here to get out the vote. I don't think we have to worry too much about it, but that's okay. And very highly respected. Senators Lindsey Graham and Rand Paul. Great guys, warriors, they're warriors. Hey, Lindsey and Rand, that's not bad. Can you imagine if you actually came from New Hampshire, what it would be, right? That's not bad. But they have been great. All they do is they looked at everybody for the last couple of months. They said, read the transcripts, please. Read the transcripts. But I want to thank you both very much. Two great people. Two great friends. Man, look at all that television back there. Whoa. That's bigger than those terrible Academy Awards, I gotta tell you. That used to be big, not so much anymore. A friend of mine, another great leader and somebody that's going to be Speaker of the House hopefully next year. Kevin McCarthy, our leader, Kevin McCarthy. Oh, well, that'd be nice to have Kevin, a pro. You'll see things get done like you never believe. Thank you, Kevin, very much. Great. A very brave man. He took a bullet. He got shot. And he got up. He was going to die that night. I tell the story all the time. His wife, she was crying so much. When he finally did awake, I said, well, one thing I learned, your wife loves you. Why do you say that? Because she was devastated. I know many wives that don't get too upset. His wife was devastated. His family was devastated. The doctor told me he didn't have a good chance, but he's tough as hell, and he's a really terrific friend. He's a winner. He put himself back into shape. He actually looks better now than he did before he got shot. Steve Scalise. A lot of guts. Your NRCC chairman, Mr. Tom Emmer, Congressman. Thank you. Tom Emmer. Thank you, Tom. And Representatives Mark Meadows. Did anybody ever hear Mark Meadows? These are warriors. Matt Gaetz. Matt. Whoa. Not bad, Matt. That's not bad. Mike Johnson, great lawyer. Mike Johnson. Thank you, Mike. And a man with a very familiar last name, Greg Pence, the brother of Mike. Thank you. Thank you, Greg. And thanks also to New Hampshire Senate Republican leader, Chuck Morse. Thank you, Chuck. Thank you. And I see somebody, two great people, a great couple in the audience. Matt Schlapp and Mercedes Schlapp. They're warriors also. They're warriors also. And I see next to them two warriors. Corey, you are such a fighter. You are such a fighter. Oh, boy, if we could get him to run for Senate, he would win so easily. Corey Lewandowski. Who loves this state a lot. And Dave Bossie. Thank you, David. Thank you, David. Great job. I'm just picking these people out of the audience. We have everybody here. The New Hampshire House Republican leader, Dick Hinch. Thank you, Dick. Thank you, Dick. A man who's been with us right from the beginning. Last time, when I left here last time, I felt so good. Everybody coming up to the room. You're going to win. We win by a lot, right? We had actually a total of 18, and we won. We had a tremendous night, and I've never forgotten it. And there was a friend of ours, chairman of the New Hampshire Republican Party, Steve Stepanek. Steve Stepanek. That was a big evening. And three friends of mine that are co-chairman Al Baldessaro, Fred Duchette, and Lou Gargiulo. Thank you all very much, and David and Corey, thank you also for being here. Also a woman that not too many people know, very powerful, very smart, very beautiful, even though I'm not allowed to say that because she's my daughter, Ivanka. Come on up, Ivanka. And Jared, who is making deals that are so good for this country. People have no idea what's happening. I will tell you, we are making trade deals and other deals, the likes of which nobody's ever seen before. Jared Kushner, thank you, Jared. Thank you. And Kimberly, thank you so much. I heard your speech on the plane on the way in. I was very impressed. And did Don Jr. make a good speech? They're good kids. They went through a lot with this hoax. I want to tell you, they went through a lot with the hoax. A woman who headed up the great state of Michigan. You know, the Republicans hadn't won it for 30 some odd years. You don't win Michigan, they said. I said, really? Every time we have crowds like this, why aren't we going to win? We did our final speech at Michigan. In fact, we left New Hampshire and we just added it on because our opponent heard that they were in trouble. And they were in trouble because we won the great state of Michigan, and helping us was the RNC chairwoman, Ronna McDaniel. Great job. I said, get me the woman from Michigan to head up the RNC. Who's that woman from Michigan to head up the RNC? Thank you, Ronna. Great job. Setting all kinds of records, polling records, contribution records, everything. We're doing everything, so it's great. And Tommy Hicks, I want you to say hello. Tommy Hicks, who's a special friend. And Haley, thank you, darling. I retweeted you, Haley. I retweeted you all over the place.
Croc TV.